Hi friends, so I literally just finished episode 5 of, I'll say My Hero Academia, nope, Sound Euphonium, and oh, it was so good. My heart was pounding, I was stressed, like I knew they would win, but I was still stressed. It was so good. The performance was amazing. And I was thinking about it a lot. Actually, I was thinking about it like 5 seconds before I pressed record. And I was like, okay, they got so good. I'm like, how can they improve? And I think that's probably why they're not going to win nationals. Is because I think they've pushed themselves as far as they're actually going to be able to go. Now, there's always going to be more nitpicking, but I don't think they have any more room to grow. They can always try, I'm not sure like what way or another they can try to increase their performance or get better. Like I don't know how that's possible. Which again just makes me think maybe that's part of the reason why they have no more, they're amazing, but they also have no more room to grow. And because of that, that's kind of handicap them when they get to the nationals. And they'll still sound amazing and great. And sometimes the same judges that hear you at these regional performances might hear you at national ones. And if that's true, if a judge who's heard them here hears them there, then there's a very good chance that they're going to be like, there's no, like, it's the same. So you always try, you always want to push harder and harder and harder. But I had someone say, director say, if you're not growing and still, by the time you get to nationals, you should be at, like, you should be able to, your performance has been pushed to the end. Like, there's no room to grow. I think they've hit their peak. Now, I hope they medal at nationals, but if this is the best they're going to get, then there's a very good chance that, they may not even medal at nationals. We'll see, depending on what the competition is. Because now some of the best schools ever, with some maybe even the more musically talented schools with maybe better instruments, perhaps, or perhaps a harder piece, might blow them out of the water. I love the series. I'm glad I'm watching one that actually I can speak to and talk about. Because I love these other shows and I do have things to say, but it's nice. I'm like, oh, I remember this feeling, or I remember this competition, this and that. I don't remember the names. I don't remember the names of any of these competitions. Of course, this was back in high school, like, oh gosh, it'll be 11 years ago now. And then some. But I remember the feelings of disappointment. A lot of that. And excitement when you did win. But mainly disappointment when you didn't. And the frustration over people who refused to push themselves. Who refused to work hard. And not that I was a hard-working practicer every time. I coasted. I did. It wasn't until my senior year when we had an assistant director that I realized, oh, I could have pushed myself harder. And I could have been a really great saxophonist. But I didn't push myself. I'm not like Raina. I was a coaster. I was a saxophonist, the other one. The alto. Where I loved music, but the drive to be the number one wasn't in there. I just love music. Still do. I do miss my saxophone, though. I do. But like I said, it's a little easier to kind of sing at night and, get songs down. I haven't played my guitar in a long time. I haven't played any of my other string instruments in a long time, which is not that great. I haven't played in a long time. But at the same time, you can kind of play a guitar quietly. You can't play a saxophone very quietly. I mean, you can, but it's still really loud, especially in a small house. Anyway, we're about to dive in episode 6. Welcome to my channel. My name is Brianna, Beansprout Reactions. Sorry, if you're watching on YouTube, there's no sound, partial image. Keep copyright monsters at bay. I do pause at the halfway point sometimes. And there's no warning, except for it's the halfway point. Sorry. But there's a countdown timer if you want to follow along on YouTube. If you can't, there's a link below if you can click on that. But if you can't get to it, this is this version. Anyway, without further ado, let's dive in. Again, those fake out with the visuals and then the sound. still irritates me. I like how Missouri was still so subdued until she asked the question. And then she kind of reacted. Oh, this is in color! It's not black and white. They changed it. It was always in black and white, and then when it goes to color. Now it's all in color. Shut up. That was nice. This is where we go into color. Nice. This is cool. That was clever. I have to double check that, but I think I'm right. I don't think last episode was, yeah, it was. Last episode was gray, and then it went to color here. But now it's color. Taki Sensei in his background. Nice. When it comes to 3D stuff and rotoscoping, there's a time and a place. And then I'm eating so much. Kita High. Oh, they're all part of the band. Alright, they're cute. Oh, she's directing. Nice. Kind of a fun, easy piece. Something simple for them to do for everybody else. Something easy, fun, simple. Okay, gives them a bit more time. Now that was Asuka being honest there. So they performed for the school. Oh, it's like a parents thing. Like Parents' Day festival. Parents come in, meet the teachers, people hang out. These are really cute songs. Like that song for the marching, like band songs, where they can just, march in. Very simple, easy songs for them just to enjoy, and for the audience to enjoy. Cute. Rainy Conductor. Oh, is this about, Oh, it is a school festival. Probably. No. Oh, so it is a school festival thing, yeah. An aggressive maid campaign? That's what you called it? Oh, aren't we cute? The miracle. Oh, okay. Stuffed animal. That makes sense. Yeah, it's a place. Go somewhere else. So they're all different cafes. No, she's not. Main tower. Oh shit. Why are you messing with her? Oh my gosh! I'm never going to admit it though. Oh, that looks manageable. Yeah, speak for yourselves, you goobers. Come on, man, talk to her. Oh, they're there. They had to participate, don't they, because of school. Oh, look at those blank, scary eyes. Girl, you're so jealous. Mm. But then their families are apparently close, so wouldn't she know? He's a smart, observant man. I bet he knows about her feelings. Oh! Oh, wow, hey! His big suits. Hmm. What in the world has she planned? She's cute. Yeah. Oh my gosh, why? Jeez. What do you know about me? Oh, how did you know about that? And here we remind that Asuka is a 17-year-old girl. I don't like being scared, even if. Oh, the umbrella creature. I've seen that before. A different thing. Oh, Shuichi's friend. Oh, you do. Knock it off. Oh, they give you a flashlight that purposely turns off there. Oh my gosh, they're cute. How big is this classroom? Or were they allowed access to a bigger room? Raina? I love Raina's voice actresses. They're all so good. It's so hard for me to figure out. Oh, what was that? Oh. Mm. Yeah, and it gives a chance for the kids to kind of relax. Hmm. Oh, another balloon. That was a balloon that happened earlier. Our nonchalance. Oh, okay. Okay. We're being poetic here. Oh, sister's home. Mm. Okay, pausing a little bit. I am pausing here. Okay, so school festival took place. They got to play some fun, easy pieces for the audience to enjoy, but for them to keep their chops in gear. But you could hear the music was super simple. Because sometimes you just, first of all, sometimes you just need a break. Something easy for you to perform. And also, sometimes some pieces are a little bit too complicated or too busy for people to enjoy. So, and like, it kind of sounded very similar to the music that they played when they performed for the parade. Sometimes you want very easy, simple, but bold music just for everybody to enjoy, but kind of easy for you to play. Sometimes I director in high school, he would pick music a little too busy um for parade. Just like pick something fun and pick a march, something fun you march to. Not something kind of too busy. And sometimes the music we would play for, like we would play for the field competitions, but sometimes it's like, this is the best thing to march to. It's a little bit too, like, people who aren't really big music fans may not like it. That's a side point. Reina teasing Kumiko is very, very cute. Reina being very jealous. And I think Taki Sensei, he knows. He's not stupid. I'm surprised that if her family's so close, she must already know about Taki Sensei and his wife. I bet she already does know. She has to. And that's why she feels is like the perfect time for her. Is that, he's coming out of the shell, he's reachable now, he's not closed off. Maybe, I don't know. But I always told my appreciation for the Kumiko voice actress, but little moments like there with the Reina voice actress, pretty golden, especially when she's teasing Kumiko. But wow, Sister's going through a lot. You better get home. Why is he out and about? Alright. I can't tell who she's texting. Well, the parents are paying for it. She probably wants to know why. Oh my gosh, the dad. I wonder if she was projecting onto her. She looks tired. None of your business. Oh. Kumiko, why are you out there? Girl's gonna get sick. Miss Ricci? Taki's in her neighborhood. Wonder if he's getting flowers for his wife's grave. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. It is very kind of her. I hope she lives like close by or above it. The day she died, or her birthday. Interesting how he did that. He seems so big to her now, like so adult in that moment. Also, he is really tall. Oh. He is a very nice, kind man. Interesting how the face of his wife's a little too private for him. Okay. What kind of car is that? A little 3D work there. Makes sense. Hmm. Probably because he told her. Mm. Mm. I was thinking the only person he would have heard it from is him. He's a nice guy. She does blurt things out, and she's a little, she thinks before she speaks a lot of times. Hmm. Oh, that's why he's there, because it meant a lot to her. Hmm. Hmm. Rebellious? Hmm. Oh, gosh, he did it for her. He did it for her. Oh, listen to the music in the background. Nice. So, oh, and he gave her very. He is a very sweet, kind man. What a. But it's like a perfect insight to him why he's there. People just assume that he's there because his father used to be the advisor, not because of his wife, which is more than fine for people to know. Hmm. School wasn't canceled, was it? No. Oh, they're right at the school. I was like, wow. That. Oh, it's Raina behind her. Yeah. They're here too. Yeah. They're all like excited, filled with new energy. I like how Midori, like, of course she knows the flowers. Hmm. 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 Are they just walking that way, or are they walking back the other way? What? Whatever. Hmm. Zuko's already there, of course. Hmm. The last part of their school year. Is that Asuka? What is this? Who is that pretty lady? Hey, it's not. That's not her owner, is it? Okay. Huh. Or maybe Asuka has a sibling. It's ridiculous. Okay, water ball's gonna be not there. It's gonna be obnoxious. Okay, so what we have here is we got a perfect insight to Taki Sensei. I love the flowers. Very cute. I wonder if you bought them because either it was the anniversary of her death or her birthday, or maybe both. But he wears his ring on those days. Very sweet, very cute, very kind. Um, you would think Reina would have to know if their families know each other, and he like tutored her. But again, we'll see if whether or not she does know. I think she does, but still. But I like these moments where like Kumiko gets to see a little bit of an insight into Taki Sensei, and this was a really sweet one. Because everyone assumes that he's teaching there because of his dad, which again, let them assume that, not because of his wife. And oh my gosh, Lunch dynamic is really sweet and kind and cute. But okay, so this episode was very sweet. Last episode was super intense. This episode was a bit more of a breath of fresh air. We got to breathe and right along with the students. That moment of like, okay, last episode was super intense. Now we get to breathe, we get to relax a little bit, we get to learn some character insights. And that's what's great about really good anime, is that when the plot is not moving along, they don't have these fluffy, filler, kind of goofy, useless episodes. Because sometimes fluff episodes or filler episodes, there seems to be this intense need to fill it with action, depending on the series, or other stuff. Whereas what anime is really good with is that when the plot's not moving along, because they are so focused on the characters and their interactions, that they can very easily have a filler episode, but instead of it being useless information, we get insights into the characters. So instead of it being a fluff episode or a filler episode, it's more of a character interaction episode or dynamic episode. There's a real specific phrase I'm looking for, but I can't remember what it is. But the purpose of these episodes is to give us a breath, allow us to breathe from the plot, and just simply enjoy the characters, maybe get some insights into them, like Taki-sensei, before we dive back into the plot, which for the second half of the season is working towards nationals and saying goodbye to the seniors, which is very sad. I'm assuming that the pretty lady that we just saw is not in a flash forward of Asuka, though it looks like Asuka, but somebody else. Maybe someone related to her, maybe an alumni, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. They showed Asuka in terms of 30 years, and they showed that woman who looks a lot like her, but we're not getting her face. No, it's a fun episode. The Reina and Kumiko interactions were very cute and funny. The Shuichi and Kumiko interactions were also very sweet. They are so stubborn and just good grief. Eventually, I'm going to assume that Kumiko will be able to talk to her sister and figure out what's really going on with her. First, she pursued music and really loved it to the point where she was showing Shuichi and Kumiko how to play. So she introduced her love of music to them, and they can learn to love it as well. And now they're really learning to love it because of Taki-sensei. Well, her sister gave up music to pursue school, kind of like the Crybaby baby saxophone. Who I don't think who isn't fully regretting it, but I think what Kumiko's sister is doing is projecting a little bit on her in the sense that, you know, hey, you're putting all this time in playing where you might not play, you know, forever. You have to focus on, you know, getting into college and stuff like that. And she's probably, maybe she was okay at first, but then the stress of college started to get to her. Maybe she's in something she doesn't like. And so maybe she was forced to give up instruments because she's the oldest by her dad, and forced to give up playing. And now, you know, kind of that frustration is now being shoved onto Kumiko, who isn't receiving the same pressure that she is because she's the baby of the family. And because she still has a little bit more time before she has to get into college. I just like these characters, the way they tease each other, their interactions, how kind they are to each other at times, how they encourage each other. I really appreciated the insight we got into Taki-sensei. I do think Reina knows that Taki-sensei was married and she passed away, which is why she might think she has a chance with him now. Because he seems to be becoming more lively, and so she thinks maybe he's moving on. But she's still a high school student, and that's inappropriate. And I think Taki-sensei, he's also really smart. I think he sees more than he lets on. But he's not as scary as Asuka. Anyway, and so I think he knows about Raina's crush. Sometimes it's pretty obvious. Teachers see more than you think. Anything else to add? No, that's it. I adore this series. I do want more. I want some sound euphonium stuff now. You know, I would love that. Especially Kumiko and Reina. I mean, I would love all four of the girls. I would like Saxocoon. If I could find Saxocoon, that'd be great. But I saw the picture of him from one of the characters had him super ugly, the crazy freaky face. So I probably wouldn't want anything like that. But yeah, eventually someday I gotta put more floating shelves up in my room. For one, so I can get my books put away, but two, so I can what's what I'm looking for? Also get my figures put up as well. I have some floating shelves over there, and more of my figures are put up on there, but I would like to put up some more floating shelves, because that would be nice to be able to get my books put up as well, and get them up and out of the way. You know, and maybe even do more with my room. Just needs to be revamped a little bit. Anyway, and declutterified, because it's weird when I edit older videos or I repost older videos, I'm like, wow, look at my room, not filled with a ton of stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, and I'll see you next time.